Right, I'm with Drew Cochrane, the experienced junior pundit, after today's 2-1 victory for Kilbirnie Lage side at Largs. It was a very entertaining opening match of the season.
I thought it was, Callum. Yeah, we never were. You knew it was the new season because you were standing shivering on the terracings once again. But no, that was a right good derby match. I mean, Kilbirnie, again, have gone into the transfer market, signed quite a number of men who look impressive. Largs really haven't signed very many, but maybe that was shown up with the fact that their veteran manager, Brian Slavin, had to come in at left back when I believe Mark Murray was injured at the start.
Yeah, there was that was it. And Brian actually made a crucial intervention because he headed off the line, and from that attack, Largs took the lead.
Yeah, I mean, it's great because Brian Slavin can come in actually and play anywhere in the Largs team if he feels there's a gap. They were lacking the two main midfield players, Jamie McDonald, Fleming. They were both on the bench at the start, so I thought they would be overwhelmed by Kilbirnie. But that was a wonderful opening goal. That 1-2 between Kevin Struthers and Sean Pearce, and of course Struthers then laid it on for Pearce to open the scoring for Largs. And that set up a great match. One of the very impressive Kilbirnie signings, Michael Byrne, he came from Linlithgow Rose, and he equalised with a very good header there just before half time, of course. And I think Kilbirnie were a wee bit fortunate because they brought on Ian Gold as a substitute, and a looping header just went under the bar there.
Yeah, I was quite surprised, I have to say, because it really didn't let up, and really right to the end, both sides were going for it.
Yeah, I mean, I know I'm speaking from the Largs perspective, but there you were. In the last 5 minutes, you had the shots raining in on the Kilbirnie goal, and big Craig Little was unlucky because he rose above what I consider quite a robust Kilbirnie defence, and his header was just inches over the bar and shots flashing by the post. So right up till the end, I mean, I think Largs can feel quite happy that they put up a good show. I mean, we must remember that Kilbirnie expect to be competing well in the Premier, while Largs are in that dog-eat-dog first division. But yeah, a great start to the season.
Yeah, and of course Craig Little of Largs, he made an absolutely fantastic defensive clearance just off the line after, I think it was a Richie Barr lob over the goalkeeper's head. So that kept things equal at half time. But like I say, it was a great start to the season. Now, looking around the grounds, there was some surprise scores, and I suppose the big score also in the group involving Largs Thistle and Kilbirnie was the Winton Rovers score. Of course, they're going great guns after last season.
Yeah, they could be the surprise package, no doubt about it. They're in the first division, and they hosted Beath today, who again have got a raft of new signings, but we see that the Rovers have won 2-0, and apparently they were the better team. Jonathan Cook and Connor Browning got the goals at Winton Park.
Yep. I think Browning got the goal right in the 90th just to absolutely clinch it. And then, like we see, Halford got a great score today as well. I mean, obviously they're going to be going great guns, and the Scottish Cup champions and the league champions Auchinleck have also got a great score.
Yeah, you think Hurlford are the challengers to Auchinleck Talbot as the champions, and Hurlford beat their close neighbours Darvel 9-0. I think when we hear that Darvel finished with 9 men, we can understand that it was a bit fraught for Darvel, who are not quite prepared for the new season. But Hurlford have gone out and they've bought good players again, including Ian Fisher from Largs Thistle, surely one of the best full-backs in the junior game. So a real force once more.
Yeah. And let's say Auchinleck got a 3-1 in that big derby match against Cumnock as well.
Yeah, well, there you are. Starting off the season, Cumnock v Auchinleck Talbot. We don't know how many bookings there were. We don't know if anyone was sent off, but we do know Talbot continued when they let off last season by beating Cumnock 3-1. The goals coming from Brian Young, who got a brace, and Gordon Pope scored And also a penalty was missed.
Yep, like you say, Talbot all dominant there. So, but like you say, a fantastic start to the season. That's great, Drew. Thanks very much. Thank you. And after the match, I spoke to Thistle co-boss Stuart Davidson.
Aye, as a sore one to lose, I'll never, as I say to the boys, we'll never accept defeat. But there's a lot of positives to be taken out of the game because I thought the boys played really well. They battled hard, they played some good football at times. They're doing everything we're asking of them just now. And on another day we might have got a draw, maybe a win, just with a couple of chances at the end there. Disappointed to lose the 2 goals the way we lost them. We've identified that with the boys, but I'm really disappointed not to get in for the boys because they put in a lot of hard work and competed really well against a good side. So, but there's a lot of positives to be taken for there.
Sure.
So there is.
What the fans are asking, there was quite a few changes to the side today. Willie McClure wasn't in, Frizzell scored twice last week, he wasn't there. Is there any particular reason for that? Is it?
Well, Willie's going on holiday tomorrow, so he'll miss the full League Cup section. Right. So we need to get the other boys ready and give them their place. And Frizz has been working away during the week all the time, so it's hard for him to break into the team now. So that's just part and parcel. I know people have got to work, but that's just the way it is.
Sure. Mark Murray, did he get an injury just
Mark
before
Murray,
the kick-off?
He was feeling his hamstring in the warm-up, so rather than risk it, we changed it.
Sure.
So, but listen, see the full squad, they're all capable of getting into the team. That's why we want to keep a short squad where everybody can just step in and take somebody else's place, rather than having guys hanging about that's maybe not going to play and maybe unhappy at not playing. So everybody there's capable of playing in that team, and it's good competition for them all to fight for the places.
One thing, speaking as a long-term Largs Thistle follower, was that first goal Largs scored. It was refreshing from our point of view, I think, seeing Largs from defence going into attack, because quite a few teams last season, Largs lost goals from being in attack, and it was the opposite this time round, and yeah, I think you would maybe want to see more of that.
Well, we were actually, could have went the other way, because we get a ball cleared off the line. They had a header, and Brian Slavin actually cleared it off the line, and it was a great break for the boys. I mean, we got up that part really fast, good quality, and it was good link up between Kevin and Piercy, they've got a good understanding. So they have. So it was really pleasing from that point of view.
Sure. And likes of it as well, though, that was let's say second half there was chances of goal at both ends.
I thought when the second half started, we fell out for a wee bit, but as the game went on, we seemed to get stronger and put a lot of pressure on them, and we had a few chances. And really, when you're playing against better opposition, any opposition really, you've got to take the chances. So we have, if we want to be where we want to be, we can't get the chances and not take them, or we'll not win games, we'll not win leagues, or we'll not win cups. That's where we want to be.
And now it's over to my sporting colleague Stuart McConnell.
Parkwell final score in this Arcta Glass League Cup match was Troon 1, Girvan 0. 14 minutes, the hosts were continuing to impress, and Dale Moore shot just right across the face of goal, 14 yards in 14 minutes. In 20 minutes, Dale Moore again came close, shooting just wide. However, Girvan had a very good chance, their best opportunity of the game so far in 35 minutes, and when Scott Dinwiddie's free kick was picked up by Craig Reid, and his shot was kicked off the line by former Talbot defender Gavin Collins. Then, however, in 61 minutes, Troon seized the lead with a stunning goal, which could be an early candidate for strike of the season, as McKenna picked the ball out from 25 yards and he met it and crashed it into the top corner of the net, giving Douglas no chance. And late on, Chris Allen had a couple of opportunities for Girvan.
After the match, Stuart spoke to Troon manager Gordon Burns.
How did you feel today? It was a decent opening game, I thought, not bad.
It was a hard game. Obviously, Peter's teams are always very well organised and well drilled. And he got into his May Bowl days. He always gave us hard games with his May Bowl team. And today was no different than that. I didn't think we were at our best today, if I'm being honest. That's not taking away anything from Girvan, but I didn't think we were at our best. However, the most important thing was to get off to a win, and we got We won 1-0, we got a clean sheet, which is pleasing. And Sean McKenna's goal.
Yeah, that's what Peter Leonard was saying. It was a great effect to win a match.
That's a goal good enough to win any game of football.
Yeah, that maybe highlights the importance of having someone like him in the
well,
squad now.
I think you've seen through the course of the game. Ali Semple, who's obviously our goalkeeper, who we've signed, made a couple of good saves towards the end.
Really good game.
Sean McKenna, who we brought in the summer, has scored a great strike. So it's players that you've brought in who you're hoping to make a difference. Today have made a difference. And that's what you're looking for.
That wee bit of quality and that bit of magic.
But ultimately, it's football's a results business. And we won 1-0, and that's the most important thing today, is getting a win. Yes, I would like to have seen us play better, and I think we can play better. But it's good to start off with a win in the Arda against probably, I would imagine,
much improved.
The other team who will be pushing. I would say they'll be thereabouts.
And you're playing, is it Maybole?
No, Whitlett's on Wednesday. Whitlett's here on Wednesday. Then away to Maybole on Saturday. And Bank here the following Wednesday. Then away to Craigmart to finish.
So they'll take the Whitlett's game next and another home one.
Another home game. Obviously, Stuart, the Ardagh group, I mean, we're the Premier team. Maybole are the First Division team. And Whitlett's are and Ambank and Girvan district teams. So obviously the expectations are that we should at least qualify. But we've told the boys we want to win the group. That is our aim, is to win it. But just because these teams are in lower leagues, you can't take things for granted. And you know for a fact that when teams come here, they want to beat you because you're a scalp for them, and they turn up and they see the setup and they want to do well and show what they can do. So it's important that our attitude's spot on. Which today it was a bit of a grind, a bit of a battle at times, but we ground it out, and sometimes you need to do that.
Stuart also spoke to Girvan manager Peter Leonard.
So how did you? I mean, you thought you competed well in the game, and
that's all we're hoping.
You defended quite strongly and had some chances as well. You know?
I thought it was a very good game of football. Troon have
strengthened
over the pre-seasons. We didn't know who they were going to be today, but we worked our shape well. I thought they had the upper hand early doors in the first half. We came into it again just before half time. The goal, it was going to take something special to win it, and the boy McKenna, it was a fantastic finish.
Cracking strike, wasn't it?
But later on was half chances kicking about, and maybe in another day I thought they deserved to get something at the game. But that's the way it goes. So overall, pleased with the performance.
And you've obviously made a lot of strength in the squad. And Joe Maxwell impressed me. Number 2. Is he a new guy as well?
Joe was he was at Maybole with us before, and then he went to Carrick Amateurs. So
is it Joe J.O. Is it?
J.O.
So is he? So he's returned. He was at Carrick Amateurs last season.
Carrick Amateurs last year. He played for Maybole before. So
and defender.
Defender, a good player.
And I think as well the likes of David Cunningham, the other Cunningham, with decent games, and
I thought Mark Dyer did well for us.
So overall, it's just the start, but the pre-season going well, and
pre-season, I mean, you're trying to beat. You are still, although they play together, you're still bedding them in with all the new phases. So we're still at that stage. We had to sort of accelerate it because of the big game next Saturday in the Scottish Cup. So that's obviously in our minds.
That's what I was coming on to now. It's the Scottish Cup tie. You've got Hairstains at home.
Kilsyth Rangers.
That's at Kilsyth. Is their pitch not playable, or is it?
No, when you play in the Scottish Cup,
of course. Of course. So it's your first experience in the Scottish yourself, is it?
I was playing it as a player.
Girvan manager.
First time as a manager. So I look forward to it. Interesting. The players look forward to it as well.
And that's a wrap on the first Kicktalk Reboot of 2015-16 season. I would like to thank my colleagues Drew Cochrane and Stuart McConnell, and Largs Thistle co-boss Stuart Davidson, Troon manager Gordon Burns, and the Girvan manager Peter Leonard for their contributions. See you soon. Goodbye.